immediate past governor of Zamfara State, Bello Mohammed Matawalle, MON. Distinguished nominee, if you have anything to add to your resume, just summarize it briefly for the information of the general public and for the knowledge of all Nigerians. The floor is yours.
Your Excellency, the President of the Senate, Your Excellency, the Deputy Senate President, the leadership of the Senate, Your Excellency, permit me to name my senators from Zamfara State, especially the former governor of Zamfara State, Senator Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar, and Senator Sabiau, and Senator Ikra Aliu Bilbis, distinguished senators. My name is Bello Mohammed Matawalle, a nominee from Zamfara State. Your Excellency, let me thank Mr. President and the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for nominating me to be one of the ministers in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And let me thank His Excellency, the Senate President, for admitting me to this chamber for confirmation and screening. Your Excellency, sir, let me thank my former colleagues who are here with me and my friends like Senator Hassan Mohammed Gusau, Senator Binta Masi Garba, and the former Deputy Speaker of the House, Babangida Nguruje, Honorable Khadija Bukara Abba, Honorable Babagana Tijani Banki, and Honorable Mohammed Ahmad Sani. Your Excellency, I'm a former member House of Representatives from 2003 to 2015. I was the Chairman House Committee on Ethics and Privilege of the House from 2003 to 2007. And from 2007 to 2011, I'm a former Deputy Minority Whip, together with one of my colleagues that is here, Honorable and now Senator Ali Indume, and Senator and the former Governor of Sokoto State, Amin Waziri Tambuwan, and my friend, Honorable and now Senator Kaw Sumaila from Kano. Your Excellency, in 2011 and to 2015, I'm the Chairman of House Committee on National Security and Intelligence of the House. In 2019, I became the Governor of Zamfara State. This is short of my resume, which I believe all the senators have my resume with them. Thank you, sir.
Distinguished Senator Yari.
Thank you very much, Mr. President of the Senate, as the chair, my distinguished colleagues. I remain Abdulaziz Abubakar. I represent Zamfara, Mr. President, and from Zamfara State. My brother, a friend, colleague in the House of Representatives, my colleagues, you have heard of him, and as a privilege, Mr. President, we all of us from Zamfara State, we have met and agree to adopt the nomination of Muhammad Bello Matawalle. So therefore, I requested Mr. President and my colleagues to allow the privilege as read by the leader of the Senate to take bow and go. Mr. President, I so submit.
Distinguished Senator Yadda.
Thank you, Mr. President, sitting as the chair. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I am Abdulaziz Musa Yadda, representing the good people of Katsina Central. I'm from Katsina State. Mr. President, I rise to support my brother, His Excellency Senator Abdulaziz Yari, that the nominee before us, having qualified to be one of those that should take a bow, I want to submit that this Senate, my distinguished colleagues, we should allow this nominee who has paid his dues. He has been a member of the House of Representatives. He has also been a governor, and he has told the path of those that have set records in this country. Having lost his election, he conceded defeat just the way the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, did. And I think he has made history, and it is the hope of this Senate that we get more people like them, more politicians who will, when they are defeated, they save the nation of resources of going to court. So on that basis, I want to support what my brother, His Excellency, has mentioned, that we should allow him to take a bow and go. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Honestly, the gentleman before us is a politician and also a gentleman. And I've heard from you, but he mentioned so many names. As principal officer, he worked with the likes of former Speaker, former Governor of Sokoto State, and also worked with the distinguished senator from Kano. So I will spare the former Speaker. But let me hear from Ismail Akawu whether he has anything to say before he takes a bow.
Mr. President, my dear respected colleague, I am Suleiman Abdurrahman Kawu Sumaila, OFR, representing Kano South Senatorial District. Mr. President, quite all right, Bello Muhammad Matawalle is our colleague from 2003 to 2015. We served in the 6th Assembly with him as leaders of the House of Representatives. Muhammad Ali Ndume, Senator, as a leader, minority leader. I am a deputy minority leader. Of course, our former speaker and our Oga as a deputy chief whip of the House of the Representatives. Our current chief of staff, Pemi Baja, was a member of that leadership. I don't have much to say about Matawalle because we are very close. I know a lot about him. Jokingly yesterday, he told me that if for any reason any senator asks him a question, he will refer the question to Senator Ali Ndume because they are very close, they work together. I don't know, most of us, we don't know what they are doing before they came to the chamber of the House of Representatives, more especially if motions to do with opposition came in the floor of the House of Representatives. Quite all right, we commend our president, our dear president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for appointing one of us, which we worked together with him for almost 2 decades, 20 years we are with him. And even when he is a governor, he do a wonderful job in curtailing the security situation of Zamfara State vis-a-vis Northwest. A very versatile politician, a philanthropic, a business tycoon, a good friend of the National Assembly, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalle, the Matawalle of Maradun, and I can't even mention his traditional titles across the Niger, even beyond Nigeria, Niger, Senegal, and other places. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, the Senate. Thank you for approving one of us to be member of the Federal Executive Council. Thank you. I so submit, Mr. President.
Thank you. Distinguished colleagues, even from the way you are speaking, it means you were itching to speak. So, Deputy Senate President, you've also been a landlord of the National Assembly, and you have a veteran of the National Assembly. Rang off so that he can now take a bow.
Barrow Jibril, Kano North. Mr. President, I am speaking on behalf of former members of House of Representatives who are in the current Senate. I've been mandated to tell this Senate that the nominee before us is someone that has paid his dues to the National Assembly of this country, to his state of Zamfara, and entire Nigeria. That is a man of integrity, someone who has the passion to always work for his state and his country. And that we should not hesitate to confirm him to be the Minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria. That we are very sure that he will do his best in making robust contribution as a member of the cabinet of our dear President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That we should support him, and we urge all our colleagues to support his confirmation. I say submit, Mr. President. And without further ado, he should be allowed to bow and go. Yes.
Wanted him to bow and go, you would not have continued the long speeches. So the reality on ground is that it's a familiar thought for him. He looks forward to meeting all of you. He has worked with you for a long time, and he knows all of you. And he had told me outside before I came in here that if there's any difficult question, I should please refer it to Senator Ndume. So Senator, the chief whip of the 10th Senate. Distinguished Senator Nduma, is there any difficult question so far?
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, sir. I would have spoken, but maybe in a closed session. But since I'm not, he knows, Tambuwal, starting from him, he knows what happened. Cow knows what happened. Leader knows what happened. DSP knows what happened. You know what happened. Yai, where is Yai? Is you know what happened. You want to know? No. For that reason, Mr. Chairman, I beg you that after taking a bow to the Senate, you should take a bow to us. And let him go.
By the privilege of the Senate, let us know what happened. Everybody wants to know what happened.
Is it the view of the Senate that our brother and immediate past governor of Zamfara State, who graciously conceded defeat and stopped unnecessary expenses in court, should take a bow now and take leave of the Senate? Is it a view of the Senate that we should also commend Mr. President for bringing veteran politicians with integrity into the cabinet of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Yes. We don't take a bow. Please. No. The nominee. Yes, please. Approach the chair. We have not yet confirmed you. So do what Senator Ndume said. Senator Ndume, Chief Whip, you said when he's leaving, he should also bow before those of you that know that have an idea of what happened that time. So go ahead. Just a bow, not handshake. Thank you.
No. I can give it to him. I can give it to him.
When he lost election, nothing has happened.
Dr.